years accounting. No matter the intimidation, if we're running for the game, we could be Jema for your jaw. Mobuna go in Bendy run a bagging book. Imereko bigi da jaw, Makimi Hani na jaw, Ibumoke de Jeba.
Once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people, wherever you are all over the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Uche Okafor-Mefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Uche Okafor-Mefo is the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. This is one word most of us will not be able to comprehend the mindset behind it, but one day we shall. Mazi Uche Okafor-Mefo, of course, is standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano. He is the king of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. Abia State is Biafra land. He's the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television. The one and the only man that commands the loyalty of the Biafran people. And by the special grace of Chukwukika, I remain George Onyibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. And of course, without wasting much of our time, I must proceed to acknowledge the Creator, Chukwukika Biama, the one who made the heavens and the earth, the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow, the one who is the lifting up of our head, the one from whose position our help comes from. For we do not look up to the mountains, nor to the hills for help, but we look up to God who made the heavens and the earth. I will humble myself before him as always, because without him, we are gone as a people. And say to him, Anyị na-aja gị mma maka n'eziokwu na ịmara mma ịhụnanya na gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadị o inwe gị mgbanwe ọ dịghị onye dịka gị ịbụ Alpha na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na ịdị mma o. You see. And of course, without wasting much of our time, we'll go to our topic on this segment, which is simply titled Strategies of War in the British Nigerian Setting. Strategies of War in the British Nigeria setting. Of course, when I use that word, British Nigeria, Britain, another name for Britain is Nigeria. Nobody is in Nigeria. You have the Arewa, you have the Ududuwa, you have the Biafra. Nobody is in Nigeria. British government is Nigeria. So anytime you hear Nigeria, Nigeria, you just like hearing Britain, Britain, Britain. For you to understand that the method they used to fight Biafrans. Let's look at it tonight. Some of the strategy. We'll look at 5 of them this evening. And I want to remind our people, we have been in a war front for a very long time. Most of us don't know. I want you to listen very carefully. As a prisoner in the British cage called Nigeria, anytime you hear about the history of Nigeria, the only thing you hear is Igbo coup. Where one Igbo man from Niger Delta killed the Fulani man, and then they killed some Yoruba man, and then they killed the Hausa man, and then Igbo now take over power. Maybe they killed about 5 Nigeria, and then they target Igbo coup. And then they go to the village of the man who led the supposedly coup and carve it to become Niger Delta. And so the Igbo man in the southeast is responsible for the crime of what a Niger Delta man committed. I want you to understand how this war is and their strategy. But let's analyze a little bit. How did the coup start? What led to the coup? Chukwuma Kaduna Nzogo, as he was called, is from Okpanam in Delta State. He was born and brought up in the north. And he understands that Hausa have chosen to live like idiot for Fulani. Moreover, in his time, there were few Fulani who were foreigners. But they were ruling Hausa, dominating Hausa. Chukwuma Kaduna Nzogo decided to free the Hausa from the Fulani. And at the same time, Chukwuma Nzogo from Delta State, Niger Delta man, who actually is the Igbo man, they said Igbo coup, understand that the Fulani were not there to conquer only Hausa, but to kill Yoruba. Because what led to it was that while they were being trained in Britain, those of them that were selected to be British assassins were all trained in Britain. I will not include Dim Chukwemeka or Dimegu Juku among them because his father paid his bill. He didn't go to London to join army. He went to school. When he came back, he decided to join the army. He is the first graduate in Nigerian army, if not the whole of Africa. Ojukwu is the first graduate in all the army. Idiot you are hearing calling general. They didn't go to school. Ojukwu was the first graduate. Gowon, Obasanjo, Babangida, Tiwa Danjuma, the host of other idiot Abacha, they were selected Boko Haram, taken to train in London. Chukwuma Nzogo fall into that category. And then they said that when Ahmadu Bello was addressing the Northerners, who were part of these terrorists that went to London for training, he was speaking Hausa for them. And Chukwuma Nzogo saw that there was tribalism. The plan of Ahmadu Bello was not a united Nigeria, but a Northern Fulani Nigeria. Chukwuma Nzogo, after Ahmadu Bello's speech addressing them in Hausa in London, gathered the whole Nigerian there, because Hausa is the official language of the Nigerian terrorist state, and said to them, no, we will not allow these old men to jeopardize the future of the people of Nigeria because they wanted one Nigeria. They now agree that when they come back home, they will kill all these old men who want to win Nigeria for themselves. Who were these old men? Fulani. Fulani want to conquer Hausa as they have conquered Hausa. And then the Yoruba that will look like a little bit enlightened in the time were targeted. And lo and behold, when they came, they carried out the plan. They executed. It was foiled by an Igbo man. Remember, Delta State is not Igbo. John Chukwuma, Delta State coordinator, has been arrested by Ifeanyi Okowa and the Fulani Commissioner of Police and the other Fulani DSS in Delta State. Chukwuma is not Igbo. He's Niger Delta man. Around Chukwuma, John Chukwuma village is where Chukwuma, Kaduna and Zogo came from. The same area. So they are not Igbo. And so at the end of the day, the Fulani said, oh, they killed one of our man. They didn't kill any Igbo man. But like our leader has explained before, there is no single Igbo man that was dividing Nigeria. Igbo man wanted one Nigeria. And so there was no need to kill any Igbo man. But there was a Yoruba that divided Nigeria. There was a Hausa that divided Nigeria. And there were Fulani dividing Nigeria to subdue Nigeria. And so let us assume that is where Biafra killed Nigeria. But before then, there was war in Nigeria. There have always been war against the Biafrans. We can go back to 1929. They call it Aba Women Riot. If it were today, British government would have tagged it Aba Women Terrorism. But we thank God, they still call them riot. And each time you call it riot, you are undermining the position of our mother. Our mother did not riot, but they protested. Understand, there is a difference between riot and protesting. About women riot. If it were today, BBC will say about women terrorism. They were killed in 1949. They were massacred in Enugu. We can talk about the one in 1945 and the rest of them. We, the Biafran people, have been in war front without knowing it. And outside this so-called Igbo coup, there is no history in Nigeria where Yoruba were targeted for extermination. There is no history of Hausa being targeted for extermination. There is no history of Fulani being targeted for extermination. Only the Biafrans and the Igbos. And each time I sit back and I look at what is going on, outside few instances, the only thing we hear is only few people can identify themselves with this suffering. Remember, our topic is strategies of war in the British Nigerian setting. We have been fighting war even before we were born. We have been fighting war even before the amalgamation of 1914. Do you know why I said so? History did not give us the opportunity of knowing what happened. That we have learned people, we have kings, we have elders. In 1914, none of them appeared in the amalgamation. None of them were consulted to amalgamate Nigeria. Nnamdi Azikiwe was consulted, 9 years old. Because he's 9 years old in 1914. Did I say 1914? Then Awolowo was there, 6 years old. And then, who else again? Ahmadu Bello was there. No, was it 3 years old or 6 months? The question is, where were the elders of Biafra land? Where were the elders of Oduduwa? Where were the elders of Arewa? Where were the elders when British government choose small children I say, now I thereby amalgamate you. All of you are now one country. We have been fighting war, but we're just not aware of it. Today, when you come into Biafra land, when you come into Nigeria, everywhere look calm and peaceful. You say, but all this thing IPOB is saying is a propaganda. Everywhere is peaceful. But the night has come. Please try and patrol at night. Don't let anybody know what is going on. And then you will know who we are in war front. There is no Nigerian ambassador, there is no country high commissioner in Nigeria that have ever reported that there is killing in Nigeria. But yet they are killing Christians. They are slaughtering Biafrans. Boko Haram have killed in Nigeria in less than 5 years more than coronavirus you are afraid have killed. So when you see a Nigerian not afraid of coronavirus, do not blame them. Is it not death that coronavirus is going to bring? And then we are used to dying here. But let's come back home a little bit. I'm just trying to create a scenario to enable you to understand that we have been fighting war. But most of you don't know how the battle is fought. And now we go back and look at some of the strategy, how they are fighting us. Number one is the deployment of media. For as long as I can remember, the greatest weapon that have been used against us as a people is the media. I want you to look at any dispensation that our people were slaughtered in thousands. They never report it. Go and look at the issue, the case of coronavirus and the projection of Ebola virus. Is it Ebola virus or Ebola disease? Let me tell you how they project it through the media. When one idiot invented Ebola and then went to a community in Africa known as Ebola and then put the poison inside the water and start killing Africans in their thousands and millions. If you go to BBC, CNN, and other Western media across the globe, this is how they present Ebola case. They don't make it look as if virus has attacked Africa, that they are killing Africa. What they did is they say the black Africans are suffering. They present the news as if it's a suffering Africa. They now show us our dirty village. We are dirty. This is how CNN, they project Ebola. They go to a community, very dirty one. They are the one that made it dirty. You go to many villages in Calabar, Okereka, Ogoni, Bayelsa, all the Niger Delta area. Go to the village and see how dirty they are. They go to all these creeks, show people dying, how they are burying them like dogs. Because they want to create impression that we are lower than animal, we are poor, we are stinking, we are dirty, disease is killing us. It's our lot. I want you to look at the coronavirus, how they are projecting it. They are not showing you Onyibe dead body. They are showing you fine Onyibe. They are wearing helmet and nose mask. They are wearing tracksuit. And then how do they call all these garments they are wearing? They are wearing parasuits, fine cloth. The most horrible video of coronavirus you will see is the one that enters social media by mistake. Go and look at all the people suffering from coronavirus. They put oxygen in their face. They will now be doing all of them very fine, putting on tracksuit, parasuit, jacket. They now wear oxygen behind, blowing gas everywhere. I want you to go back and look at the video of Ebola victim and video of corona victim. You will even pray for coronavirus to come to you. Why? Because one of the disease is targeted at Africa. The other disease is targeted at the Onyibe. China and America should tell the world what they are doing. They know. But I won't digress, so I'm talking about media war. The case of Biafran genocide is never reported. There are many cases of genocide across the globe. If you divide how many Biafrans that have died so far because they want to liberate themselves from Nigeria, it will amaze you. Nobody talks about it. Look at the current killing that made America to speak up, that made United Nations to speak up, that made many people to speak up against the killing in Nigeria. Do you know BBC and CNN never said anything? What they did was to rush immediately. Oh, we have seen coronavirus in Nigeria. Oh, the corona is in Nigeria. Oh, come and help Nigeria. World Bank, please. Corona is here. Oh, Ndioshi. Without IPOB reciprocating, by now they would have sold even your father compound to treat you for corona that is even running from Nigeria. Do you know Nigerians are making money through corona? Facebook should be sincere. A lot of people now, you have to subscribe. Corona is running. People are making money. Wash your hand, 10 naira. Wash your hand, corona. Wash your hand, corona washing. 10 naira. Mature pastors now are telling you to pay your tithe online. www.tithe.419.tithe. You are paying it. Corona is working for them. Atikusa now is now having corona. Only God knows how Nigeria will be delivered from corona. But you people don't know they are destroying with your media. Where is BBC that come to tell them that there is coronavirus in Nigeria? BBC, come and give us update now. Because they know IPOB is here. They know Radio Biafra is here. There are things we are monitoring, not nonsense. The point now is that why did BBC jump up to announce that there is coronavirus in Nigeria? But BBC did not tell you there is Boko Haram, Fulani headsmen, Miati Allah in Nigeria. Why did BBC not tell you that they close border so that rice will not enter Nigeria? But they open border now. As we are talking now, our border is open. But they are deceiving you. The airport have been closed. No more entering airport. If we catch you in our airport, you will be quarantined. Who is the quarantining who when the border is open? What am I trying to say? We are fighting media war. And believe me, what IPOB is doing goes beyond trying to blackmail your brother to become relevant. If you are Biafra, you don't have a Facebook account through which you are exposing Nigeria. You don't even know you are in a war front. If you are a Biafran, it doesn't matter whether you are a member of IPOB or not. Go and open another Facebook account. Go and buy another phone. Because we understand some of you work in a sensitive office. So you are afraid. Facebook know how to disgrace you. Just buy a different line. Buy a different small phone. Open your Facebook. Show the world how evil Nigeria is. Don't use your original phone. No. One of these days we look at into the security tips. So you know how Yoruba on Facebook, working for Facebook, used to expose you. Begin to show the world how evil Nigeria is. Naked Nigeria. That is the media. Today there are a lot of things they would have done, but they can't do it. Because they know the same way they are walking, chon chon chon. There is eye watching that their leg, chon chon chon. And so what do? They decimate us with the media. I keep saying this. As a child, I am tired of who I am tired. Because anytime you tune to the radio, oh, Chukuma Wankwo is armed robber. Evans Ikechukwu is a kingpin. Nayanwodo is I got to a stage. Honestly, I went to my mother. I said, Mama, why be say our people now bad thing than they do? I know she never answered me anything. Oh, there is one Otokotoko. He just caught kidnapping. Oh, there is one ritualist in Inewi. Oh, we just catch another kidnapper in Ehiala. I said, Mama, what is all this? Does it mean we cannot do something that can make us to be proud of who we are? She never answered me. I didn't say they tell me. I listen to radio. I watch them on television. I come from Bender State, as they call me, and I every means. And then I found comfort. I'm not Igbo man. So we assume he's Igbo man. Until I left home and I went to Lagos. And that was when they let me know how idiotic I was. And they say, oh, who are you? I say, yes, I'm Onyibe. I'm from Agbo in Delta State. They just look at me and hiss. He said, this is the guy now. He said, they don't know I understand Yoruba. And so Niger Delta man, you are Igbo man. They are Oloshi, Olori Buruku, Omoibo Leleyi. And that was when it dawned on me. But I cannot place it. I don't know. Igbos are ritualists, Igbos are kidnapper, Igbos are 419, Igbos are idiot. Am I saying Igbos are not? We are. But it remained that way. I remember the day one of my cousin told me. I said, all these Igbo people were in Ochanja market. I said, most of these people are graduate. In fact, the shop we went to that day, the guy in charge of that shop did not even school in Nigeria, in Anambra State. He schooled in overseas. He has graduated. He came back, his father opened shop for him. And we know the guy. And I was like telling my brother, all these people are graduate. Why is it they cannot have good job? He said, I leave that thing. Igbos didn't go to school. Yorubas are intellectual. Yoruba went to school. They are intellectual. Igbo didn't go to school. I said, but brother, this guy is a graduate. He said, I don't tell you, leave it, because he's older than me. Until Radio Biafra came. Our leader came and started opening our eyes. Today, I hardly see Yoruba intellectual. Osetiana. I hardly see Hausa intellectual. Fulani intellectual. I don't see any of them again. Today now, they are here to catch Igbo kidnapper again. No more Igbo ritualists again. Now, they are the one reporting this news by themselves. They are now the ritualists, they are now the kidnapper, they are now the illiterate, they are now what they used to call us. Why are they doing that? Because we are waiting for them. We are winning the media war. So do not relent. Today I see people, everybody is now happy. Oh, I'm a Biafra. Oh, I'm a Biafra. People fought that war. And I remove my cap for all of you. But of course, we are not going to relent. Very soon now, they will start cracking my voice on this Facebook. When our leader want to come online, all of them are jittering. Hey, the guy is coming again. Oh, hey, he's coming. Because we are going to give you Rambo. Incenticide. So if anybody tell you that tweet you are retweeting, that post you are making, that very broadcast you are sharing is not making impact, tell the person not to worry. You are making impact. Begin to share the whole world. Let all of them. I said before. I say anytime you type Biafra or IPOB or Mazen and the Kano, anytime you type them, Cyclopedia will acknowledge it. They have no choice. I challenge you anywhere you are now. Just type Mazen Nande. Before you finish in Nande, you will see Kano. Just type Bia. Before you put Fra, you will see Biafra. But type Nigeria. It won't come out. If it manage to come out, it will give you small letter. Everybody is tired of Nigeria. In fact, Google Nigeria. It will tell construction. How does he even tell you Nigeria? He say work in progress. Because it don't exist. Just type IPOB. It will even be giving you who we are. But that's your tweeting, that's your retweeting, that's your sharing, that's your typing. Whatever you are doing, it is making impact. When Yoruba come on our social media to insult us, Biafra, anywhere you type it, you are making us popular. We are fighting a war already. Most of you are doing a good job, you don't know. Some of you now spend up to 10,000 buying recharge card, and you think it's useless. It's not useless. It's not. If you were not doing it, Facebook would have shut us out already. But to cut the long story short, Nigerians are now more coordinated than ever. When they want to talk lie, they close their mouth to talk the lie. They don't repeat it 2 times. Even channel television, when they make any broadcast, like that one, they interview people outside. If they make mistake, they will delete it from their Facebook. Piarararam. But before they delete it, we have caught them. Why are they afraid now? I thought Igbos are ritualists. Igbos are kidnappers. In those days, you see dirty, stinking man, Tinubu, coming to say, they say it's Fulani killing people. It's Fulani. Did you see them with a cow? How can you say they are Fulani? That is the same way Igbo man is kidnapping people. If not that they caught him now, they will say it's Fulani. If I talk now, they will say I'm talking. Verse is who? The kidnapper is who? Tinubu, come out and talk now. Today they would have bamboozled all of you through the media. All of a sudden, they remove Sanisi. Idiot has said, Sanisi is a good man. They now bring Sanisi daughter. He said, my daddy is a hero. Who told you your daddy is a hero? Your daddy is a Boko Haram. Lamido Sanusi remained a Boko Haram. A man that have more than 4 names. A man that have more than 4 names. We know all his name. We will get him. Hey, he's a good man. They want to create Robin Sherwood. They want to make a hero. Oh, he's a good man. Lamido was a dethroned. He take it lightly. He now move. Do you know how many billions of dollars he spent on phone call? Without social media, they will bamboozle you. Our leader said it in his last broadcast. Without Radio Biafra, if you call, we don't know that to be vice president, that they have faced promise Ugwanyi. Ugwanyi, we don't know. The same vice president is going to kill us for. They have promised Nwike. Nwike will not know that the same vice president they want to kill us. They have promised all the governors in Biafra land. All of you would have been saying, oh, Igbo presidency, Niger Delta presidency. They are making mock of you, but we will expose all of you. And now you see the war we are fighting. This evening, Wike gave an announcement. Yes, I closed church because of coronavirus. But I cannot talk about mosque now. Let us be watching them. Fear go let them close mosque. Fear no go let them. Fear no go let them. But we put all of them to test. Maybe Allah is greater than Jesus. Because if Allah can allow them to go to mosque without coronavirus, he said that something is wrong somewhere or somebody is deceiving somewhere. Because all the people sing, Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit. They don't close church for River State. But mosque, Allah, the one killing us, they are still going there. Who is deceiving who here? But did I say you should go to church? Of course, run for your life. Because all these Fulani will poison all of you inside church. All of you are target. And you will die for nothing. But without the media, you will not know. The same way we are begging you, do not take any vaccination from Nigeria. You are dead. You are dead. Number 1, strategy of war, media. So anytime you hear Nigerian telling you anything, it will make you run for them. One of the reasons I hate Yoruba, I hate them very well for their evil, is deformation of character or assassination of character. They know how to deform this image. Yes, the self-acclaimed leader of indigenous people of Biafra, a proscribed group in Nigeria. So who asked you whether it is self-acclaimed? Who asked you? Who asked you whether we are proscribed? IPOB and Nigeria, who is supposed to be proscribed? You see, all these things all of you are doing is waiting for all of you. Let us go to the second one. So if you are a Biafra now, you are not exposing Nigeria on the social media. You are not doing yourself any good. They make video them, put it on social media. Let the world see how dirty, how stinking Nigeria is. When Donald Trump said Nigeria is a shithole, he was kind. And then, having deployed the media to fight, as they have always been doing, the next thing they do to fight against us is to hijack power at every sector. Is it not amazing? The Nigeria we are talking about today now, head of legislature, Fulani, he didn't go to school. Head of executive, Fulani, he didn't go to school. Head of judiciary, Fulani, he didn't go to school. Head of the monarch, Fulani, he didn't go to school. Any area sector in Nigeria, Fulani. Some of them can't even say the national item, not to talk of the pledge. They hijack every sector of power. And you are there, you want us to respect you. And they know how to make Yoruba second in command. Then others are third in command and fourth in command. In your own fatherland. Each time I see anybody fighting for vice president, from Hausa to Yoruba to Biafrans, I see how miserable they can be. But this war we are talking about, they hijack government sector. Every level. Today, the idiot in Delta State is switching off his phone. Biafrans must continue to call him. He have to change that line. Continue calling all of them. Like our leader has said, call all of them. Let them change that line. The same thing they did 1967 to 1970. Ojukwu was the highest ranking military officer. For British government to be able to deal with us, Gowon was given double promotion. From that rank they call Krofo, he was made flew to Major General. So when you see Fulani hijacking all the power, that is their strategy. Without Radio Biafra today now, most of you be saying, Fulani is in charge because they went to school. That is what most of you will be saying. Do you know there is no single Fulani man that can pronounce coronavirus? I was thinking I was the dumbest. I didn't know they were more bigger idiot today. Because I have to go and do recitation. Coronavirus, 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 corona. You know, having said it up to 100 times, I get used to it. Come and ask Fulani to mention it. You not know why Jubri is hiding from press statement. Corona device. Is it French? Ask all of them, all these your intellectual in Abuja. Tell them to mention coronavirus. I tell you, you better be ready to laugh. You will laugh and break your ribs. In fact, they are mentioning it alone. They can sell comedy film. Like I said, the coronavirus and virus and corona and these are intellectual Nigerian leader. Shame on all of you. Even though you both try to manufacture short name. Is it COVID-19? To make it easier. They can't even pronounce it. But yet they hijack every offices. They hijack all of them. We all know all these things. Commissioner IG of Police, read the book. We begin to hear transmitter, transmission, transmitter. But it's the IG of Police. Most of you have forgotten. Yes, Oga of DSS. How is the structure of DSS? Oh, it's a very big house. So very, very big house. We have just started. We just dig foundation. By the time we get to the lintel and we knock it roof, you will see how big it is. But who was asking you about the architecture? Go and ask EFCC catching people. Go and ask him what is he doing. He can't even spell his name. Are you talking about civil defense? What is your website? www. The other one is Oga on top that can give you. Because they don't even know their website. As Chief Justice of Nigeria, he drives aeroplane. He drives aeroplane, but they are in charge. They are ruling you, and you are very proud Nigeria. You are idiot. God will punish you. Yes, we Nigeria ambassador, all of you are idiot. Look at people ruling you. Are you not ashamed now? But we understand it's war, and we will fight it to the end. Look at us. I didn't go to school. I didn't go to school. But I can assure you I'm more educated than all the senator, all the honorable, all the monarchs, all the igwe, all the general. All of them are dumb. They used to, IPAB is miscreant, they are miscreant, they are jobless. Who is a miscreant now? Look at all the government officials in Nigeria. They cannot pronounce coronavirus. You need to see in a hall where they were discussing. Anybody reach where coronavirus they wahala dey. I wonder who tells them to know that. They say the people tell you, oh, we discover coronavirus, it just enter Nigeria. They can't pronounce it. So how could they test it? Nonsense. But you don't know you are fighting a war already. And the leaders, yes, as we are saying, we have been to Saudi Arabia. In Saudi Arabia, they have not recorded one. Only God knows what he was trying to say. He now jump it like the turntable that crack. He now still get to where he will measure the vara. He now starts the same thing. Who are you people? Are you not ashamed as a Nigeria? Call one of your minister and honorable to mention the name. But you are not aware. This is war. Anytime you see them imposing governor on you like they did in Imo State, anytime you see them dragging PDP, APC here in Biafra land, understand this is war. Understand. It is the northerners and the westerners that rejoice or quarrel over who rule us in Biafra land. I'm yet to see a Biafra man who is saying, oh no, this man cannot rule Lagos. Oh no, this man cannot rule Ondo State. Oh, no. I've not seen any Biafra man quarreling over it. I have not seen any Biafra man saying, no, this one should rule Hausa land of Fulan. I've not seen any of them yet. But I've seen a lot of Yoruba who are crying, no, he has to be here, he has to be Egbedike, he has to be, they are the one crying more than the belief. And you don't know it's a war. We look at the third strategy of war in the British Nigerian state. They put division among the people. While Ojukwu was making sure Nigeria is directed towards a different stage where Yoruba will enjoy, Hausa will enjoy, Fulani will enjoy, Biafra will enjoy. They were busy dividing Biafra land. They have succeeded before then to carve out Bende State out of Biafra land. And so 3 months before the war, they carve out River State or Niger Delta out of the eastern region. Cross River and River State, they carved them out. They're dividing us. And then when the war came, they came among us. Sow seed of discord. I went to Ogoni and I had a meeting with the youth. I said, what is wrong? What is happening to all of you? Nigeria Army are the one killing you people, calling you people cultists and all that. What are you people doing? What is it? And they said to me, the point now is that during the war, all the Biafran army that was in our land, all of them were Igbo. No Gunima was there. And Igbo started selling our land and doing like this and doing like that. I said, but you are not sure of what you are saying. You could not be sure of what you are saying, except you are saying what they told you. But with further forensic investigation, you discover that Nigerians, they were Biafran saboteur, as well as Nigerian employed saboteur, who were causing confusion among us. Because Ojukwu did not take them to Arochukwu. Today they are still there. They are still there. Many of them are still there. But very soon I will dedicate my life to praying for them. They are still there. Their job is to blackmail. Oh, this one, oh, that one, oh, that. But tell them to go to Aruchuku, they will run for their life. But this is war. This is war. They brought division. They wounded us deeply. Because without IPOB, like our leader said in his last broadcast, they have gone far. The last time I checked, Ebon, you don't believe he's an Igbo man. Until IPOB came. Because when we stay to talk, to discuss, Ebon man will come. The next one says, I notice Ebon man don't like it. You call Ebon man and they don't like it. I personally try to find out what is it the these people don't like. And I discovered that the man that gave birth to the first lawyer in Nigeria, he says a wawawa. The first son of Eze Wawawa, I don't know him, he's a lawyer. And he's one of the first lawyer in Nigeria. And if there is Eze, a king in from Ebonyi, that is called Eze Wawawa, why will Ebonyi man be angry they call him Onye Wawawa? Because somebody has sowed this seed of discord. Divide all of them. When you talk about Nnamdi Azikiwe, when you talk about Dim Chukwuemeka Odimegwu Ojukwu, I have said this severally. Ojukwu is from Enugu. I have thought it's from Enugu. But of course, my thoughts were not wrong. Because I soon discovered that when he was from Anambra, Enugu was Anambra State. Now you know. They divided us. They divided us. Without IPOB today, all of us will be fighting autonomous. After all, some people even told our leader, don't come to our Anambra, don't come to our Ebonyi, don't come to our Enugu. Go to your Abia, you don't speak for us, but you are idiot, you don't know. This is war. To conquer this war, you must stop responding to what people call you. You must stop responding to what your enemy calls you. This is war. And then after they have put division among us, they kill the people. Having been able to succeed in dividing us, they start killing us. When they invaded Biafra land, they don't ask whether you are Calabar, whether you are Akwa Ibom, whether you are Enugu. Once you are in Yamini, they kill all of you. Today, are they not carrying it out? They are in Akwa Ibom State, they are in Cross River State, they are in Delta State, they are in Bayelsa State, they are in River State, they are in Imo State, they are in Benue State, they are in Kogi State, they are everywhere you have Biafra. They are in Edo State, ravaging everywhere, killing everybody. But who will defend our land? Who will defend our land? Even while IPOB is working hard to do that, there are people now coming out and say, oh yes, because our leaders say I will initiate BSS. And now we are seeing different pattern of BSS. Ojukwu BSS, Nanekano BSS, which BSS again? IPOB BSS, Njoshin and Yama BSS. And the amazing thing there is that it is the fake one now that is reporting the original one. The fake one, oh. All of you go and listen to the audio online. One idiot calling himself Evangelist Hellfire. Go and find out. That same guy is the guy that made a video. I still have the audio that is telling the whole world that the Judge Onyibe killer or Pambo. But he now came online and said, yes, we are loyal to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are loyal to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But he is the coordinator, once coordinator of Wisdom Zone in Atali, Port Harcourt. He was the coordinator that lived coordinating and started forming his own security. He is the one that is responsible for even betraying most volunteers in River State. Today now, he's the one who has issued audio like other saboteurs outside IPOB. Yes, he are to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You go as your Hellfire working for Nigeria. All the Okpambo, he work for Iruanya, they go on Radio Biafra to castigate Judge Onyibe. Go and ask him, is it now that Judge Onyibe is working for Nigerian government? But people who don't know all of you will believe all of you. Idiot saboteur everywhere. Yes, we are there, sir. We are loyal to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anybody engage Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? But you are the one killing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If I say what you do, you disable. Come to Aruchuku, let us clear it there. If you have anyone bigger than that, let us go there. And it's the one betraying people. Hey, we are doing this, they are the evil, we are formidable, we are... General Hellfire, those of you in Atali, you remember is the coordinator of the very Wisdom Zone, where many idiots are crowning chief and doing everything against our leader. But here they are the one betraying our leader from behind. They are the one coming to kiss our leader. Oh, we love you. Holy, Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, you are loving. Idiots everywhere. Some people will run on the offense when the time comes. This is war, for God's sake. Can't you people understand it? A lot of people now, yes, it's the Biafra. They don't watch the Biafra they mention. My brother wrote on Facebook today, if you say, if you are doing IPOB matter, and Facebook have not blocked you, he said, my brother, go and check yourself. You are on the Facebook doing IPOB matter, Biafra matter. Facebook have never warned you. Go and check yourself. Today I can't post. I don't know what to post. If I post the Biafran flag now, Facebook will just, Yoruba on Facebook will just come. This thing violate our privacy. We give you option. Delete it now or face suspension. And now delete it. And now write another one. Everybody must hate Biafra. I will now post it. Facebook will say, no, this one is violating our constitution. Don't paste it. Delete it now. If I venture delete it, the next thing, although they are kind to me, because they don't give me more than 1 week. The next thing you see is you violated our conscience and our sacrifice and our constitution, community privacy, 1 week imprisonment. Facebook ukwano. Most of you know, as of last week, if I am talking, my voice is cracking, and people say, no, it's microphone, I buy microphone. No, it is the cable, I buy cable. Oh, no, it is the mixer, I buy mixer. Oh, no, it is the generator, I buy generator. Oh, no, it is the data, I buy data. What do we never buy? It's still cracking. But of course, we can only get better. It's not cracking. Let them crack it again. We will move to the next stage. Person where do gun, I do bulletproof. This is war. We know. We understand. And at the end of the day, they plant saboteur among the people. They plant saboteur among the people. Anytime I see it, I think about two things. How did Ojukwu survive? How did that man survive? To the end. How I cannot fathom it. But of course I'm not surprised, because if Chukwu Kikabiama is involved, there is nothing anybody can do about it. How did he survive? They were numerous. At least our leader Mazi Nnamdi have privilege of trying to deliver all of us before the D-Day. Ojukwu never had this privilege. Ojukwu never had this privilege. How did he survive? Saboteur everywhere. I look at some people, I pity them. Your day will come. Your day will come. In case you are not ready, get ready. I'm not afraid of any of you. My case has been settled. I cannot die in the hand of any man. It's not possible. That I can assure you. And when my time comes, my Creator will tell me. We have settled that one already. But your time will come. Nobody who sabotages brother will enter Biafra land. Don't you get it? The children of Israel left Egypt into the wilderness. Saboteurs begin to grow. Moses could not handle them. It was a burden too much for him to bear. And God have to intervene and said to Moses, see, all these people cannot enter that land, or else they are dead. They cannot. But I tell you the truth. Everybody from 20 years will die. They won't enter. And the Bible says their carcass, they drop in the wilderness. They all died there. And so children from that very time upwards were there. And of course, I will not be able to pick any call this evening, but I will stop here. Having said that, go and study the strategy through which the enemy were able to decimate Biafrans. And we will continue from where we stop tomorrow morning. Good night and God bless.
Respect to the Most High. Yeah. Biafra, the rising sun. Now you hear me now? Everywhere in the world, Biafrans are fighting for freedom. Freedom, yeah. Biafrans, we know what we want. Biafrans know what we need. All we want is Biafra. All we need is Biafra. Our leader have tell us the truth. Now we know who we are. Osaflan is killing Biafra. Yoruba is looking for 10%. The world keeping silent. They are killing our people. No more one Nigeria. Yeah, my government is over. All we need is Biafra. I am not saying this because I'm a Biafra, but I'm thinking of the life we lose every time that killing innocent people, yeah, raping our women, yeah. Who don't know about the 10%? Who doesn't know about the oil well? House of Land is killing Biafra. Yoruba is looking for 10%. The world are keeping silent. All we want is Biafra. We want to go home. Biafra. Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Bombo clan. There was good and evil and we chose good. Yenegwa is calling Biafra. Anani saying Biafra. Ogoja is saying Biafra. Yenegwa is saying Biafra. Urobo is saying Biafra. Shekiri is saying Biafra. We want to go home. We want a freedom. We want to go home. Tropical mix. Biafra, the rising sun. Bubble glass.